I am Richard Lyons-Weil, and I am your proposed president.
The sun comes up in the morning just because.
As we all know, Washington, D.C. is completely frozen and nothing could be accomplished. If this was your computer, you would simply reboot it. I propose we reboot America. After we reboot America, many of our country's problems will be solved immediately when we raise the minimum wage to $22 an hour. You deserve a break today. Our solutions are simple, fair, and built to last. Social Security and Medicare will be solvent forever. Wars are ended, and with the savings, our infrastructure is completely overhauled and modernized. Drugs are decriminalized and distributed in a safe, regulated, and taxed manner. Education is raised to the highest levels of respectability and pay. American businesses see unprecedented growth in business and profitability. The middle class grows, and the number of poor drops dramatically. It's about doing the right thing and having some fun. And my music will help soothe and inspire us all for the work ahead. And above all, I bring the necessary appearance of gravitas and respectability to compete for the hearts and minds of Americans. My campaign will be the vehicle of truth to compete with this tsunami of lies polluting our news media, funded by greedy billionaires intent on destroying America. Things don't go better with Coke. In my campaign, I promise unprecedented levels of truth, 12 hours a day of transparency, and 12 hours a day of translucency.
Just because.
Unique to my campaign, I will share aspects of my personal life, such as my search for the perfect first lady.
Don't you know I was lonely? Don't you know I was blue? Till that special day when I met you.
After all, I am Richard Lyons-Weil, and I am your proposed president.
I cherish our time together, and I hope it'll last forever. Just
join our movement to keep objective truth and honest solutions alive in the marketplace of ideas.
Just because.
Hey, President Roosevelt, 100 years after you broke up the monopolies, they're back.
Just because.
Should we maintain our current minimum wage scale as supported by fast food restaurants and the Chamber of Commerce? Or should we raise it to unprecedented levels and create an economic miracle by injecting trillions of dollars into the economy? I am Richard Lyons-Weil, and I am your proposed president. Washington, D.C. is completely frozen, and nothing can be accomplished. If this was your computer, you would simply reboot. I propose we reboot America. Today, I will present the solution for the minimum wage controversy. Let the facts be known. Raising the minimum wage has always had a positive economic impact. Period. I propose we raise the minimum wage to $22 an hour and index it annually to inflation. Even if we all pay a little more for goods and services, the stimulation to the economy would be staggering. The ridiculously and shamefully low current minimum wage of $7.25 an hour has even gone down in real terms because it is not indexed to inflation. While earning less, the American worker has actually become 70% more productive. These gains have all gone to the 1%, who now control 50% of American wealth. To make matters worse, a clique of ultra-conservative mega-billionaires, led by the Koch brothers, are executing a multi-billion-dollar slow-motion coup intent on actually eliminating most of our government-backed social safety net. It was time for me to speak up for the 60% of Americans who make under $20 an hour. Enough. It's time to reboot America. Thank you. woman's right to abortion is under assault by new restrictive laws passed by right-wing state legislatures in conjunction with ultra-conservative religious zealots. Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our abortion policy. All women shall have access to a free abortion without any restrictions. Thank you. The government shutdown of 2013 was one of the most unnecessary and irresponsible acts in the history of the United States Congress. Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our dysfunctional Congress. The solution is to penalize members of Congress who violate their oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. When Senator Cruz and others led the charge to shut down the government, doing the bidding of the Koch brothers and other billionaires, it caused significant financial damage and even loss of life. Under my administration, I will file treason charges against any member of Congress who orchestrates such government shutdowns and hold their billionaire patrons who design, finance, and execute such dangerous folly financially liable. Thank you.
We go through life trying as hard as we can. Seems like everywhere we go, people say no, no, no.
Running for president, I'm sure there will be many questions about my personal life, such as, did you have sex with that woman? Did you inhale? Well, let's get it all out the way. To the first question, did I have sex with that woman? None of your business. President Clinton, when I become president, I'm going to be much more transparent in my personal life. Yes, I did inhale. Thank you.
You can't do this, and you can't do that. People put you down, you know. That's just the way it goes.
Since Nixon began his accelerated war on drugs, over 15 million Americans have been arrested for marijuana offenses. I'm Richard Lyons Weil, and I'm running for president. As we all know, Washington, D.C. is completely frozen and nothing can be accomplished. If this happened to your computer, you would reboot it. I propose we reboot America. Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our marijuana laws. Oops. Thank you.
It takes someone special to make someone feel special about themselves. And baby, that's you.
I'm here at the White House for my first transitional meeting of my proposed administration to reboot America. What? Doesn't matter that the election has not been held yet. President Johnson, can you believe 50 years after we passed the Voting Rights Act, it is under assault? As a kid, the only message I remember about voting rights was that everybody was supposed to vote. Do your civic duty. It was a simple process. All you had to do was register in advance. Now, state legislatures, corrupted by the billionaire activist movement, are passing an array of laws restricting voter rights to prevent non-existent voter fraud. These laws are clearly designed to suppress citizen participation and make it easier to manipulate elections with their unregulated cash. Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our voting rights laws. I propose a federal voting rights law that requires all registered voters to receive mail-in ballots, that there be 30 days of on-location early voting, that there be same-day registration, and that there be no requirement for a government-issued ID. This way, all citizens will have the best opportunity to exercise their constitutional right to vote, ensuring elections reflect the will of the people and not just ultra-conservative corporatists. Thank you. How do we deal with politicians who seriously violate the law and the public trust? Today, I will present the solution for malfeasance in government. I will establish a federal impeachment statute that will immediately remove from office those who abuse the public trust. A perfect example is Chris Christie, who shut down lanes on the busiest bridge in America to punish a Democratic mayor who did not publicly support Christie's re-election bid. Come on, man. In my administration, he would already be former Governor Chris Christie preparing his defense for prosecution of crimes against the public good, including negligent homicide arising from the fatal delaying of first responders. Thank you. Hey, FDR, do you know that 80 years after you pass Social Security, they're still trying to take it away? We keep hearing that Social Security is going bankrupt and will have to cut benefits. However, the income ceiling of $117,000 leaves out all income above that amount, thereby burdening those with the least to cover all the costs. Today, I will present a solution for rebooting our Social Security system. I propose we remove the income ceiling on Social Security contributions. Bingo! Fix forever. Thank you. When I become president, we're going to reboot this place. Today, I will present a solution for rebooting our gun laws. As with another commonly used item that has been viewed as dangerous, the automobile, I propose a parallel gun registration system for registration and licensing. All guns would be registered, licensed, and need to be covered by insurance, just like automobiles. The get-out-of-jail-free card, that is our current policy towards gun manufacturers, must stop. Thank you.
Me and me, that's how it must be. Think you would agree with me after 5 whys, where else could I be but on the Cumberland River in Tennessee?
Today, I will present the solution for our climate change crisis. Every week brings news of another all-time record destructive storm somewhere on Earth. Time for debate is long past. I propose a worldwide Marshall Plan to immediately address carbon emissions and enforce stringent new standards worldwide to save our planet. We will take the leading role in creating and implementing a new, comprehensive, stringent standard for eliminating worldwide carbon and other problematic gases. Simultaneously, we will institute a worldwide plan to make civilization 100% sustainable and renewable, according to a schedule developed by leading climate change scientists. Anything less is not enough. Thank you. Hey, I remember the last speech you gave as president when you warned about the military-industrial complex? Boy, should we have listened.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic process.
Imagine if all the money that flows through the Pentagon was used for peaceful purposes, like rebuilding our infrastructure. Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our war policy. I propose we end all wars and convert our traditional military and its budget to wage a domestic war on our crumbling infrastructure. Enough foreign nation building. It's time to rebuild and reboot America. Where have all the flowers gone? Thank you. The Roberts Supreme Court ruled that corporations are people. Does that mean you can go to Brooks Brothers to buy a new suit and watch the seamstress do an alteration on Exxon Mobil's crotch inseam? Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our judicial system. When the Supreme Court, dominated by right-wing corporatist judges, succumbed to relentless pressure from ultra-conservatives like Charles Koch, and decided that corporations were people, as they did in the Citizen United case, they overlooked a fundamental reality. People have souls, corporations do not. I propose that we go back to the previously accepted judicial precedent where people are people and corporations are not people, and ask the justices to take calls from you and me, too. Thank you. Should all students have truly equal access to educational opportunities, or should who you are or where you live be the determining factors? Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our public educational system. I propose a $200,000 base salary for teachers in a merit and tenure-based system. This will attract and keep the best teachers money can buy. If we put the correct resources into our public schools, all citizens will benefit for generations to come. We can all agree that one teacher can make a child's life, and we do not know who the next genius child is going to be or where they will come from. Thank you. Today, I will present the solution for equal pay for equal work. Everyone, regardless of gender, race, creed, color, or sexual preference, will receive equal pay for equal work. Also, there will be 60 days of both paid maternity and paternity leave for parents. Thank you. Thank you for joining our demonstration here at the White House to demand that we reboot our immigration laws. Should we self-deport illegals as Mitt Romney theorized, or should we welcome them and legalize them, converting them into tax-paying citizens? Hola, I am Richard Lyons-Weil, and I am your proposed president. Today, I will present the solution for rebooting our immigration policies. I propose we grant immediate amnesty to all immigrants presently in this country, have them register, receive a Social Security card, purchase health insurance, get a job, and pay taxes, just like the rest of us. Thank you.
Your words inspired me. Your deeds set me free. It's because people like you, so many people make it through.
The millions and millions of dollars being spent to advertise the idea that Obamacare does not work has left many Americans confused. Today's subject, how the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, has reformed for the better health care insurance. The new law stopped insurance companies from denying coverage because a person had been sick before. It stopped insurance companies from canceling coverage. Plus, your insurance will pay your medical bills no matter how much they are, and allow children to stay on their parents' health care policy until they are 26. Plus, preventative health care for all and birth control for women are provided. Tax subsidies help level the playing field and enable all Americans to have quality medical care. The Affordable Care Act reforms are a great step forward. Improvements to help it flourish is the logical next step. Returning to the chaos of yesterday is not a viable option. Thank you.
The sun comes up in the morning just because. And the rain clears up the sky just because.
You know, we're all ready for exactly what I'm talking about, the rebooting of America. Join us during our coast-to-coast bus tour and help make our Positive Solutions platform the alternative to the already bought and paid for political system. We need to reboot America. With your help, we can do it. In fact, I am doing it. Come make some noise in history with us. The whole world will be watching. I am Richard Lyons Weil, and I am your proposed president. Let's reboot America.
Just because I cherish our time together, and I hope it'll last forever. Just because.
Our Kickstarter campaign will underwrite and fund the filming of the tour. Just go to www.rebootamerica.info.
Just because.
Let's reboot America.
Just
Thank you.
because.